Hello folks, welcome to the Rose Jewel Railroad. Let me start out by saying, if you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up and please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to. Okay, I'm excited because this is Wisconsin and Southern night. I have did a video before on these first three here, but I have a new set, these SD40-2s to talk about. And so before I get them running, I'll just say that the first three have been painted up. So we say custom paints. It's a GP-20 and a GP-20 on the inner loop, and then next to it we have a GP-38, and then we have an F unit that is painted up, and it's supposed to kind of represent E units because that's what the Wisconsin-Southern had. And these are MTH from 2011. These are SD40-2. So let me get them running. I'll get these running first. It's a real nice smoking unit. That's a dummy over here. The dummy does not smoke. These are DCS models, but I do not have DCS yet. I have a Wisconsin&Southern caboose on the end. That one is been painted up also. Okay, let's get some of these other ones going. I just have a random freight mix on this inner loop. And I've only got two Wisconsin&Southern cabooses. And even though tonight is a little bit more modern, I prefer cabooses. So I thought, well, Wisconsin&Southern bought up a lot of Milwaukee Road track, so I decided, well, let's put a Milwaukee Road on there. Well, I guess just to explain the freight a little bit, on my outer loop, I kind of tried to create a little bit more of a modern freight with my Menards auto loaders, and those are Lionel cars pulling those semi-trailers. This GP-38, I kind of made pulling some auto loaders. That's a Lionel Milwaukee rotor from the auto loader from like the MPC era. And I got, I guess they're all post-war, except for one of those auto loaders I just recently purchased at a train show. But I got Wisconsin&Southern cars right there in this brown one. Of course, those were custom painted. This pair of Wisconsin&Southern is the first ones I've been able to purchase that they're not a custom. MTH made them that way. I have not been able to find anything else in O-scale. I guess Atlas made some recently, and I kind of missed out on that. But as I've said before, Wisconsin&Southern goes basically right through my property or borders my property, and I love the color scheme, but being an O-scale guy, they're really, really hard to find. So I guess just give you what happened here is there was a train show in Madison in February, and I had my budget, and I walked around a little bit and so kind of rushed around a little bit. Didn't see too much I wanted to purchase right away, but I walked up to one guy I did business with before, and I asked him if he had any Wisconsin&Southern. And his response was, I do at home. And, you know, I was like, well, I was only planning to go to the train show the first day. But after he said that, I was like, well, you know, and he asked me if I'll be back the second day, and you know, because of this, I'm like, yeah, I guess I can be back. But anyways, he was saying something about painting them, and I'm like, well, I've got some, you know, custom painted ones, you know, and I love them. You know, I do. But, you know, kind of being a little bit of a collector, I wanted to actually buy some that, you know, actually that's what they were. And this guy says, no, I painted them. I mean, I painted the real ones. So after talking to this dealer, like I said, he actually painted locomotives for the Wisconsin&Southern, or still maybe paints for them, I'm not sure. And so he kind of had an attachment to these, but the next day he brought these in and sold them to me. And needless to say, the next day I made sure that I was one of the first guys to get in line, and of course, before I left the first day, I talked to him just before I left, and they said, hey, don't forget, you know, I want to get those. And then, the second day, I was made sure I was one of the first guys in line, and I didn't even sign up for the door prize that day because I wanted to rush right over to where his booth was, because I was afraid, being this area around Madison, Wisconsin, this is what we see. I was afraid somebody else would see them and want to buy them, and of course this guy might not know that I'm ever going to show up and just sell them. So I made sure I got right over there, and I actually waited for them guys to kind of get done setting up, and I just stood there patiently, and then he looked over and you know, asked me what I wanted, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'm the guy that wants to buy those 2 purple boxes you have sitting there with the Wisconsin&Southern. So yeah, I am just ecstatic that I got them. And then he was saying that he had a couple of GP-38s the same way, you know, motor and dummy, and but he wanted more for those GP-38s than they did these SD40-2s. And those are a little bit older. I think they're like 08, and these are 2011. So he must have more of an attachment to those exact ones. You know, maybe they got numbers on them that he actually really, really painted. You know, I don't know, you know, like, so he, anyways, but I took down his information, and I might pick them up later, but right now I'm just ecstatic to have these 2. I don't have very many MTH catalogs, but this is the 2011 Volume 1. And there is the locomotive. I actually paid less than that combined price there, so I did pretty good. Yeah, I don't think mine's, I think mine's 4002 is the motorized locomotive. I believe my dummy's 2006, but one thing I found interesting is looking through this is right here, operates on 042 curves. And if I had known that, I might not have bought them, but you can see here, like on the boxes, right there, operates on 036 curves. So I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, so I am just ecstatic to have them, and everything works great on them. It smokes real nice, sounds real nice. Now I just got to get a DCS system. Of course, the new DCS is backed up just like the Lionel Base 3. You know, I guess I don't see me getting a whole lot of MTH stuff. Maybe I could settle for an older one. I don't know. And of course, I don't know if the older ones will work with the new units. The older ones would work with this, obviously. this ABA over here, just to explain in case you haven't seen some of my older videos. The Wisconsin&Southern did a Polar Express we've seen, like back in 2016 was the last year. We actually did it the last year, and the locomotive that pulled us was number 103. And so after I rode that, actually was some E units that pulled us, but to keep the cost down, it had these F units painted up. They're about the same thing, and that explains those a little bit. Yeah, the inner loop here, I just got some mixed cars. You can see I got some U.S. Navy submarines there. I guess that's a token to my wife. She used to be in the U.S. Navy. She was in the U.S. Army when I met her, because that's how we met. We were in the same unit, but later she was in the Navy Reserve. But I didn't pick up much at the train show, because after that first day, after he said he was going to sell me these, and he actually raised his price $100 the next time, the second day, but I still got a great deal on them. But you know, I was kind of didn't want to spend all my money, because I wanted to get those two, you know, so I didn't pick up much. And then after I bought them, of course I spent quite a bit of money, and I thought I was done, but the other part was I just want to get home and play with my trains. You know, you buy something like that, it's like, oh, you want to get home and check them out. I did pick up one of these auto loaders, and I'm going to simmer that train down a little bit. I just wanted to show you this. Get it past these. So I was surprised, you know, this is an older post-war one right here. Original cars and everything. I bought that at the same train show years ago. I got a pretty good deal on that. I'm pretty proud of that. I don't remember what I paid for it. But this one here I got for like 25 bucks, which is a darn good deal, right? But I was surprised, for one, when it was wrapped up, if it was new in the box, it was wrapped up in the package, and they had all these cars wrapped up in white foam, and I was kind of surprised that Lionel, you know, didn't do something where they showed them off a little bit, because, you know, it's a popular car. But then when I got home and I picked up the cars, would you look at that? I mean, cheesy as heck. You don't hardly notice it, you know, but so I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, you know how they're supposed to be, you know. So, and by the way, these are supposed to be 55 Fords, if anybody's wondering. The blue auto loader fits Hot Wheels cars real nice, but you know, I've had problems. I guess I can put some on the bottom tier, but you put it on the middle or the top tier, it just gets way too top heavy, and it just wants to tip over. So. Getting a little low on smoke fluid. I'd add some, but it's pretty hard for me to do that one-handed. But I'll just run you around here a little bit so you can see the layout. and we'll go from there. I wanted to show you when I blow the horn, the ditch lights will start up. Oh, press the wrong button there. In case you haven't seen one of the older videos, this is the Wisconsin&Southern right there, and I'm driving my ponies, and there the Wisconsin&Southern is right in the back of my lot. That's actually where my ponies and horses are penned. So yeah, so anyways, this has been the Rose Jewel Railroad, and thank you very much for watching. If you like it, my video, give me a thumbs up, and please leave a comment, and I would love it if you would subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Rose Jewel Railroad.